Hey, and welcome to IMO. In my opinion, with J and M, John.
That was a really weird way to say opinion.
I don't know,
First
I
off,
felt like I had to do it a little different. I do it the same way every fucking week. I'm
why'd you
getting
have to
tired of
tell
it.
me to shut up too? You could have told me
I don't know,
be
because you were a
quiet.
jerk last week.
Give me a second.
You were
No,
a jerk last week.
You got to
so
start with the shut up. What a
you were a jerk
fucking,
last week.
How so?
Because you were. You right when we started. You said it was a good thing that I hadn't seen your face in about a month. That's what you said.
I don't
on
remember
tape.
that. I might have been drunk.
No, you're probably drunk now.
Sounds like something. I
By the
would
way,
say.
here's to another day.
Thank you,
Cheers.
Mr. Jim Beam.
Jim Bean.
Jim Bean.
The Bean family. Thank you very much.
Ah,
How you doing, man?
I'm all right.
Besides being drunk already.
You know what that intro needs? Some like Mariah Carey vocals to accompany it.
It definitely does not.
Yeah.
That would be like us needing to talk about LeBron James again. We don't do that
LeBron
anymore.
James. Oh, I have a little thing about him.
Go ahead. Tell me something about LeBron James that we don't know yet.
God, I hate him so much.
Besides that,
the more I want, I don't know, man. I don't know if I sent you the video, but I sent it to a couple people.
Probably not, because you sent it on
It's-
Instagram and it said video unavailable.
Yeah,
Like it always
probably.
fucking.
It's. I was scrolling down Facebook since that's my thing, apparently, according
Yes.
to you.
Yes.
And it says Giannis blocks LeBron. So I was like, cool. I'm all for it. Let me watch it.
I thought you said Giannis, like a chick. I'm like, oh, you mean Giannis? Okay, got it. Okay.
Did I say Giannis?
Yeah, you said Giannis.
That
I'm like,
sounded
that sounded
stupid.
like a girl's name. I'm like,
Giannis.
a girl? Block?
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Something
I
temple.
ca-
I don't know.
So I put on the video and I watch it, and it's just a block from behind, a standard block from behind. But I see LeBron like kind of fall to the ground, and he gets up and he makes, you know, that ugly face he makes, that, hey, you found me, you found me. This was the cleanest fucking block I've ever seen in my life. Like, there wasn't even any type of jersey contact. Like, it was so fucking clean. It was his hand on the ball, no body touching, no arm contact, nothing.
But LeBron's a pussy, man.
And-
We know this already. Like, we know he's a pussy.
And I just want to propose something. For every fucking bucket he makes,
Charge him $20,000.
no, give him an and one, so I don't have to see that fucking face he makes. It looks like fucking Robert De Niro. You know that face. Nobody fucking touched you.
Why do you look like it
was
sound
so
like you have fake teeth?
I don't know. I imagine that's what he sounds like when he cries.
Sound like Herbert almost, kind of. No, maybe not. Well, I'm thinking. I'm trying to find a
That's
cartoon
Herbert.
character that doesn't have teeth. No, I think he is a fucking baby, man. I was watching him a couple times. You know what's funny? Speaking of LeBron, Queen LeBron.
Damn.
You know, we say he's great and everything, right? It's so funny how people are like so flip on the coin on him. Like, okay, so like when they lost against the Golden State Warriors, right? They lost against the Warriors. Then, you know, people are saying, "Oh, see, he's not the GOAT," which I think that game proved that he's not the GOAT. Cuz he was a no-show. Like, I was watching that game, I didn't know where LeBron was. Like, LeBron fell into he blended with the crowd, with the rest of the team. You get what I'm saying? Like, that never, I told
Yeah.
Brandon this morning or yesterday. I'm like, here's the thing. Jordan never blended with his team. Jordan always stood out. Even if he had a bad game, Jordan stood out. Jordan, you talked about Jordan. In this game, nobody said shit about LeBron.
You always heard Jordan from Bob Costas.
Yeah, I mean,
And Jordan.
but even if Jordan had a bad game, because Jordan had plenty of bad games.
He was still attacking.
Yes, but yeah, when you look at the highlights of the game, guess who's leading in those highlights? Michael Jeffrey Jordan. Kobe Bryant, same way. When Kobe had bad games, Kobe was still jacking up 50 shots. He was trying to will his team.
That's one thing I can't say he didn't do.
LeBron was a no-show. That never happened with Michael Jordan. You know what Brandon's response to that was? It's just regular season, bro. It's just regular. You're one of those.
see?
We give an excuse for every fucking thing when it comes to LeBron.
Yeah.
I think the conversation with the GOAT is gone. With just that performance alone. But then here's the funny part. You know Shannon Sharp from FS1's Undisputed. He's a big LeBron fan, right? He's literally like, he's hanging there,
Yeah.
you know,
Off the scrotum.
yeah, he's hanging there. So when they lost against Golden State, he was like, there's no excuse for that skip. There's no excuse. Okay. But then yesterday, I guess he had a really good game, or the day before yesterday, he had a really good game. Really good game. And he's like, you see that skip? You see that? He's the GOAT. Like, shut the fuck up, bro. He was a no-show against Golden State, and he has one good game. All of a sudden, he's the greatest player to ever play. Like, relax. Like, seriously, like, fucking relax. It's not that fucking serious, bro. It's just LeBron, okay? LeBron does what LeBron does, and he's a good player. He's a great player. I think he's a great player. I think he's probably top 5 of all time, right? Because we can't close our eyes to his numbers. We can't. It's there.
No, and I won't.
Right? It's there. He's one of the greatest players to play. Is he the greatest? No. And like I said last week, until the shadow that dominates the NBA, which is Michael Jeffrey Jordan, disappears from the face of the planet, which I don't see happening ever, no one will ever be what Michael Jordan is. Period. That's the end of that conversation.
I mean, kids are still getting jumped over Jordans.
Yes.
So I don't.
The lines are still out the door when Jordans come out.
Yeah.
First come, first serve. So there's no discussion there anymore. Like that's done and over with. I still think he's a great player. I'll never take that away from him. I think he's a really good player.
Oh, and I wish I could take that away from him, but I can't.
Because you're a hater, though. I mean, you hate anyone who's not Chris Webber.
When he does stuff like that, it's so annoying. Like, you get everything, and now you want some fucking phantom calls. Like, come on. That was literally cleaner than any block you have ever done. Any chase down block he's ever done. It was so fucking clean. Watch the video. And the way he comes up so emphatic. Oh, no, nobody fucking touched you. Like, at all.
I think that's their natural response already.
Well, it's getting annoying. It's not just him either. It's everybody.
It's like 90% of the league
shit.
does that shit. You know, it's kind of a weird thing. Speaking of chase down block, since we mentioned it last week, I did happen to go look up the Ron Mercer block.
It was nice, right?
Oh man, it was so nice. Because the thing is, here's the funny part. So Jordan, basically, what's interesting about that block is the fact that I think that they were winning, the Wizards were winning by like 1 or 2.
So it was important.
So the Wizards had the ball. And I think Jordan turns the ball, or he gets blocked. Jordan gets blocked, so he takes like a fadeaway thing at the end of the shot clock, and he gets blocked. And then Ron Mercer goes down. I think Tyronn Lue was there, and then Jordan came out of nowhere and just grabbed it to save the game. And I think think about that. That's what makes Jordan great.
Yeah, you're never going to one-up him.
Yeah, man. I
You
mean,
will not allow
can't,
that.
man. You can't. Like, Jordan refuses to lose, and I think that's a lost art right now. If that makes any sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, Kobe was to me was the last player that really wanted to fucking win. Like, he wanted to fucking win.
Yeah, it doesn't.
I think there's players that want to win, but not like that.
I think there's players that want to win when it counts, not for regular season. They want to win in the playoffs, but regular season game, they'll sit out. They don't give a fuck. Yeah. So,
did we have a Hall of Fame this year? No, right? Last year? They canceled it, right?
The fuck do I know? I don't know.
No, but they're like Kobe, Tim Duncan, and Garnett were supposed to lead, and I feel like I remember them mentioning it, but I don't think they ever did anything. So I'm really because we're
Tim
getting
Duncan's
pretty close.
Probably happy about that. He doesn't seem like he likes a lot of fanfare.
Yeah, we're getting pretty close to the 1-year anniversary of Kobe Bryant. That was a sad day.
Yeah, it was, even for me, and I didn't even like the guy.
I know you didn't like the guy. You didn't like him at all.
That's a rough way to go.
Yeah, that was a sad day for me. It's funny. I still can't watch like Jordan's speech without tearing up because he just starts crying up the ass. Like,
yeah,
that was a rough day, man. Yeah, I don't know. That's imagine losing a daughter and losing your husband at the same time. Same day.
Yeah.
That's tough, man. That chick, she's tough. I'll give her that.
Oh yeah, you gotta
Vanessa,
be.
she's tough, man. Because that's heartbreaking. Like that makes me even now. Like I still feel horrible about that. You know. 'Cause I felt like I think what makes Kobe interesting, and it's funny because we all forgot, and then not to bring down what he's done bad in his life,
Mm.
but like we all kind of forgot about the whole Colorado thing. We all kind of forgot about all that, right?
Yeah,
Like,
just because. I mean, I at the time I hated Kobe,
oh, because that
so
was against that
I
was
was
around the
like,
time they were playing
yeah,
Sacramento.
probably. So maybe sometime a little bit after, I was like, that's gotta be true. Knowing deep down that probably wasn't true.
I'll tell you what I'll tell you what I think he ended up paying that girl off, right?
You got to make it go
So
away.
but at that point we don't know what really happened.
We know what happened.
He probably who knows. I mean, we don't know.
He did not. I mean,
Rape
he
that girl?
did, but he didn't rape. No, hell no.
Who knows? I mean, who really knows? I mean, it can go both ways.
You got
Again,
your pick of the litter when you're that famous. Why would you have to do something like that?
I
Like,
agree
don't-
with you. I agree with you.
Don't you find it weird that? I mean, what population of the percentage, like regular guys, would rape a girl? Like, it's got to be a very small percentage. I'm hoping.
No, yeah, I would hope so too.
I hope.
I can't even put
So
put myself in that.
if that's the case, then it's odd that celebrities seem to be that number is way farther up than the general
Yeah,
population.
but
I
then
mean,
that goes into the whole, women have a
if that's the case, every other NBA player is a rapist because you got countless stories of that.
but this goes into
That
that
can't be true.
this goes into that thing where women have a hand up on men when it comes to stuff like this. And it's the truth. It's the truth. And I mean it's not it's kind of a sad truth because it shouldn't be that way. Right? Like but 90% of the time if a woman calls the police on a man, the man's going to jail.
Oh, yeah.
Regardless of what happens. Even if the woman is at fault.
And that's a tough one, honestly, because you would hope that no guy would actually do that, but you would also hope that no woman would be lying about that too. So it's like you can't have it both ways.
Yeah, of course not. Of course
So
not.
it's either happened or it didn't.
It's
So
this idea
what
that
the fuck?
women are always telling the truth, which is not the case in a lot of cases. You know what I'm saying? And it's hard because it's hard to determine which one is right and who we listen to. Because
it's for the justice system to.
yeah, but it shouldn't be that. It's like
Figure
same
out.
thing. It's like same thing with kids. It's like same thing with kids. Like if you're on child support, like if you're not with your baby mama, and the baby mama doesn't want to give you the kids,
Yeah.
and you're the dad, you have dad rights, correct? But for some reason,
you're
women rights,
supposed to,
but
yeah.
mom's rights come before yours. So if the mom wants to withhold your kids from you, you're going to lose that battle at the spot. Like so, if you go to the house and
100%
say,
of
"I
the
want my
time.
kids," and she calls the police is going to tell you to go home without your kids, even though you have every right to have your kids.
That's fucked up.
That is fucked up. Because if it was the other way around, if you had your kids and you said, "Fuck you, you're not getting your kids today," and she calls the cops, guess what? They're gonna take
Yeah,
your
it's going
kids,
to
they're gonna give
jail.
it to her, and you're gonna go to jail.
Wonder why that is. Like it's got to go both ways, man.
And it's not. And I guess the only reason is because we have this idea that the kids should always be with the mother, right? Because I guess throughout history we think of mothers being more nurturing. As obviously a woman gives birth.
Yes.
A woman gives birth and has to nurture her kid, right? Titty milk, the whole 9 yards, all of that, right? So I'm assuming that's kind of where that comes from.
That's a classy phrase. Titty
Sure,
milk.
whatever you want to call it. But I'm assuming that's probably where that came from in the sense of from its originality. Because mind you, a lot of these laws and stuff are based off of shit from not thousands, but like hundreds of years ago. Back in George Washington's day. So he probably had the same concept, which was again we were talking about this in the car. about how the country's based on religion, and in religion, the same, kind of same thing. So like, women take care of the kid.
Yeah.
You know, that's what it is. Also, women don't speak over men. We should imply that rule. Don't say shit.
I didn't say that.
I'm kidding.
Yeah. Well, you know who's exposing these women? Mr. Maury fucking Povich.
I don't know who the fuck that is.
Maury Povich?
Who the fuck is that? Who's that?
Are you shitting me?
I know. I'm not.
Maury fucking Povich.
Is that Maury, like Maury from the Maury show?
Yeah.
Is that his last name? I don't know his
Yeah,
last
he's
name. It's fucking
exposing
Povich is not fucking part of the show. I just know him as Maury. You
Okay,
say
well,
Maury, I
then
know who
Maury
you're fucking
then.
talking about. You say whatever his last name is, I don't know what the fuck you're saying.
How many women has he had on the show saying, "Oh, this guy's the father for sure, 100%," and he goes, "You are not the father." That
Ouch.
bitch lied. She
Ouch.
fucking lied.
Ouch.
So women lie. I mean,
Yeah, women lie.
Men lie too. Everybody lies, but
I think Chris Rock said it beautifully. Men and women lies are different, right? So like a man's lie is like, oh, I was at John's house. I was at Tony's house. That's a man's lie.
Mm.
A woman's lie is like, that's your baby. I mean, look at him. He's wearing your hat. It's so fucked up. But I'll tell you what. I think I don't want to talk about lying right now, but whatever. We'll skip that topic.
no, why?
We were gonna talk about since January is about to finish. We were gonna look up celebrity or birthdays of this month. So what birthdays did you find for this month? Let's see who's
Well, I
celebrating a
didn't
birthday.
check this month per se, but
Just
I checked
type it
this.
in.
This day is very
Boring. Who do you got?
when Jazzy Jeff, the Fresh Prince of Bel Air
Hey, Jazzy Jeff's
fucking
birthday.
character, is top 2, right under Diane Lane.
Look up the month. Look up the
that's
month.
not
Go ahead.
good.
Look up the month.
Jazzy Jeff, is he even a celebrity at this point?
He's got more money than we do. Put
I
together.
mean, that's not hard to do.
I guess, yeah. Personally, I mean, the only person I know January, your cousin had a birthday a couple days ago.
Who that?
Zoraida, your cousin. So happy birthday to
Happy
Zoraida.
birthday, because I'm pretty sure I didn't send you anything on Facebook. Sorry.
You're a douchebag, bro.
Whoopsie.
Like you didn't even. I think she posted a picture about it. You didn't even like it, like thumbs up it or nothing.
I don't
You're a
know.
horrible.
I may have.
You're a horrible family member, bro.
I don't know.
Oh my god, man. It's hard for me to check because I don't like my phone is. I'm using my phone to record John's amazingly good looks over there, so I can't really check my own phone. So I'm having him do all my work for me. Who'd you find?
Well,
Birthdays in the month of January.
obvious one. Martin
Jazzy
Luther
Jeff?
King.
Martin Luther. Hey, you know what?
Holiday.
Martin Luther King was one of my favorite dudes in grammar school. Just stay there for a second. Let's just talk about that for a second. There, we had that day. When you were in grammar school, like when we had Black History Month, when they would tell you to like write a report, who would you pick?
Martin Luther King.
Why?
Because he's like.
The most popular. So what everybody picks?
I guess you had a couple other ones. Harriet Tubman.
Yeah, Malcolm X.
Malcolm X. Frederick Douglass.
Yeah. You could talk about Muhammad Ali. You could talk about anybody.
Birthday. The 17th.
Who? Muhammad?
Yeah.
Or Cassius Clay? That was his real name?
Cassius Clay. Yeah.
That was his slave name according to him. Did you like that movie? The
Which
Will
one?
Smith version?
I don't like anything Will Smith.
Really? You don't like nothing with Will Smith?
Independence Day.
That wasn't even that good of a movie. It was just a good blockbuster.
A blockbuster.
I'm drunk. It was a good blockbuster.
I guess.
You don't think it was a good blockbuster? That was a good summer movie.
It was
Think about it. It was
good.
like a 96. It was like 96 summer movie.
I had real like high hopes and expectations for that one movie he was in where he's
Who, the Prince?
he's on Earth. Yeah, Fresh Prince.
The one with his son?
No, not that one. I don't like any movie where you're actually acting with family. No, I stay
don't
away
think so?
from that shit.
I think that's kind of cool sometimes because you get more realistic.
Was it a good movie? Him and his son? No.
I think it's
Case
cool.
in point.
I think it's cool when it's couples. Sometimes. because they have
Really?
they have better chemistry on screen. Like when they're actually like together. Like I'll give you an example. I thought Emma Stone and Andrew Garfield were cool as when they were in the Spider-Man movie because like they were dating in real life. So like you can tell that they really liked each other.
Oh,
Like
yeah.
it you can see it on screen. You get what I'm saying? I mean, as an actor, you're supposed to show that anyways, but I think it translates even more when you actually really have
Yeah,
your.
like Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie, even though he was married to this girl at the time.
Jennifer Aniston. When you talk about the Mr. and Mrs. Smith or whatever,
Yeah,
hey,
that's exactly
that was a
what
hot
it
ass scene, bro. They were like shooting at each
Oh,
other.
fuck yeah.
She was hot. She's hot, man. Even now, she's still pretty hot. And
She's a
pretty
little
old.
thin. She
I don't
got
care.
thin. I don't like these women thinking that getting thin makes you pretty or keeps you looking young. It makes you look older.
Yeah. I mean,
Your
I'm
cheeks
not.
start to sag. Didn't you just send a picture of Cameron Diaz?
Oh, when
and
she was in
saying,
the mask. Oh my god.
There was nobody more beautiful than her at that point.
That was the only time
Like-
I really thought she was fucking gorgeous.
Yeah, and then what happened? She lost a little bit of weight.
No, but I never.
and she didn't look as good.
And in any other movie that she was in, I never thought she was all that pretty.
There's something about Mary. She was
Yeah,
still
not even-
pretty.
Something about that red dress and that opening scene for her
Yeah,
was just there.
when she
You know what I'm saying?
goes, "Ip kiss,
Oh my god, bro! I don't know.
I'll whip kiss you in your children."
Oh my god! I swear, I'm gonna say this, but your wife is already mad at me nowadays that I have you on the show.
What?
But she's gonna, man. I could totally hear her saying, "Hold on, Dad. Why are you saying that?"
Let me go. At the time, it was 1990,
Sick. No, when was the math? I remember when the math was.
95.
That
I might have been in 5th grade, and I still would have done.
that was one of her first legitimate roles because she was a model.
Oh yeah, I remember.
She was a model.
Yeah.
So like that was like one of her first coming out films or whatever, and she came out.
Oh yeah,
Shit, I came out.
I
The
came out.
fuck, bro. Next birthday, please. Who else you got?
Before we go, you know how they say only women have multiple orgasms?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think that's true because when I saw that movie, I had a couple.
I had this. Okay, I'm gonna watch my steps very carefully
Yeah,
when
you
I talk
better.
about this.
You're involved.
So she says
Who's
that a
she?
man,
Who's she?
MJ, she says that a man can have multiple orgasms, right?
Yeah,
Now, I'm not saying she's wrong, right? All I'm saying is
I am.
it's hard for me to say that when I'm a guy and logically I can't even see that happening because it's not like a girl, right? Like it's hard to say, but like I think it's weird. Like at the most two, right? Before the gun runs out of ammo.
But not even consecutively. You have to wait a while.
Sure, right?
There's
Like, I mean, yeah,
So
like-
that's not a multiple. That's waiting
So we got into this
for your reload.
So we got into this debate over what that means. So she says you can have an orgasm without coming. And your reaction was mine, right? So my thing isn't the whole word orgasm the whole point? Isn't it coming? Isn't that the point? Isn't that what orgasm means? In my opinion, that's what it
Guys,
means,
yeah,
right?
I would think so.
you would think that when a guy orgasms, it's ejaculation, and that's what it is.
Is busting a nut.
Yes, that's what it
Yes.
is. Correct? From my understanding.
Yeah.
Apparently it's not. Apparently it's more of a you get to the point and then not come, I guess. But then that would be not orgasming.
Yeah, that's
Right?
That's the biggest tease there is.
That's
just
blue
a
balling.
tease. Yeah.
That's blue balls. I mean, I'm not saying she's wrong. Maybe she's right. I don't know. I could go off of what I've experienced in my
there's a
life.
case of a couple guys in this world that can.
I mean, there's cases of
I
guys
mean,
that can
but-
go for 4 hours. I mean, I'm not one of them. But, I mean, have you seen porn in the last couple years? These dudes can go for hours.
No, but they
cut action.
yeah, it's a movie.
Bob, can you fluff Jim up real quick? Fluff him up. He's got this sagging thing going on.
I don't want that job at all.
Can you imagine being a gaffer at that
But-
fucking porn set?
4 hours, like.
I'm
And I hear guys brag about that. Yeah, I can last
Fuck,
4 or 5
you're full of
hours.
shit. You're full of
Really?
shit. You're full of shit.
If you can last for 4 hours, then your girl must not look that good, or you must not be attracted to her at all.
If
'Cause,
you
I
could
mean,
last
if
4
I'm
hours, you're in the
attracted to
wrong
my girl-
profession. You should be a porn star.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. First of all, I wouldn't want to, because sex is such a weird thing, because it's like it gets boring. I'm not even gonna lie to you, right? Like if you're in there, if you're in the trenches and you're all in there and you're in there for 45 minutes and you're sweating and this, and then tell me I'm lying. Do you get to a point where you're like, all right, I'm tired.
Let me just spit on her back and tell her.
Please tell me you haven't done that.
No.
Oh
no,
my God.
Never.
You get what I'm saying though. Like, I mean,
Yeah.
it gets dull after. Like, I mean, how many times can I put you on your? How many times are you gonna ride me? How many times are you gonna put you on all four? How many times are we gonna get to these positions?
It's the third time using the same position.
Like, seriously,
yeah.
right? Like, I mean, I remember watching. I was catching The View. I don't watch The View, but I was catching The View one day. I was at a doctor's office or some shit. I don't know.
Sounds like fun.
And they were talking about that. And they were talking about what they think is a good amount of time, duration wise.
Yeah.
Right? And all of them were like 30 minutes tops. 30 minutes tops.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's great. But then
It's-
you go on Facebook or whatever, and then people talk about, oh, you gotta make it last like I'm like, an hour? You're full of, I'm not the guy for you, bro. Or girl, whatever the fuck.
An
like,
hour.
I'm not. That's a lot.
I feel
man.
like that's a slap in the face to your girl, because if she can't make you get there in an hour, then what the fuck is going on?
I can't even see like an hour. Like, that's a long time. I mean, right now we're at 27 minutes, and I feel like we've been talking for fucking an hour. But then again, that's just me. You get what I'm saying? Like it's
yeah,
like
it doesn't make sense to me.
I don't care about length. To me, it's like, do we have that? You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah. And if you have that, you're not lasting 2 hours.
of course not.
No.
But that's what makes it good, because it's not like, and this is where I agree. I agree with Mina 100%. Right? I'm like, look, because she's all about energy and connection and all that. Now, she's obviously on a different level than I am. But I agree where when you have a connection and you have that, you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You've been there once or twice in your life. You have that, you just grab that person.
I
And
want
you're
to
just,
eat you. Yeah.
oh my God. Like, you
Yeah.
have that thing and you're both there. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is that's the point. Like, I don't want to get to that point and then come back down. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, once we get, because here's the thing. If her theory on multiple orgasms would be, you get to that point and then come back down. I don't want to come back down from that crash.
That's not an orgasm though. That's not an orgasm. I'm sorry to say.
I mean,
that's not.
If we're talking technical terms, yes, you're right. It's not, according to medicine, which is what we base everything off of. I mean, what biology is.
Who's Madison? Dictionary? Whoa.
I didn't say Madison. I said medicine.
Oh, I thought you said Madison.
No. Medicine.
Well, enunciate.
You're drunk.
I can't understand.
Put your
what
cup down.
the
Stop
fuck you're
drinking.
saying.
I don't know. That's an interesting topic. I think there's ways to enhance things. I think you can spice things up, right? I think what she's meaning, or her meaning for what she's trying to say is, there's ways to, accentuate things, and I think that's cool.
Nipple clamps.
That's a bit much for me. That's a bit much. You're not gonna get there with me. I mean, no.
I don't want to get there with you at all.
Birthdays. Who else? We totally went left on that topic, but
Yeah, what the hell, man?
I don't even know.
The
I feel like
fuck?
my face has been blocked off by this cat. I mean, I'm sorry. Sorry, I apologize to everybody, because we're still trying to figure out good angles for the podcast, because we got this new little desk or whatever. So if I'm blocking my face, I apologize. Who else you got?
a singer, older, got fat as he got older.
Oh, it's a guy. I thought you were talking about a girl. My bad.
Yeah.
Who you got? Why is your microphone all crooked? But we'll talk.
Elvis Presley,
Oh, Elvis Presley. When was it? January? What?
8th.
Elvis Presley. Did you listen to a lot of Elvis music? I don't know.
Are you being serious right now?
I'm just asking you a question.
He died in 1970.
No, I'm not. I'm saying
something.
now. Do you listen to
Fuck.
his like ever in your life? I obviously I know he died before you
I
were
know
born,
a couple songs. You ain't nothing but a hound dog.
but you never like listened to a playlist. Of
He was
that.
also a movie star,
He was.
apparently. He shot something in Hawaii.
Here's the.
One of the only two secular musicians my mom used to listen to.
Him and Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Good choices. Elvis is interesting. So like obviously I didn't listen too much to Elvis. I probably know the same songs you do. I would have loved to live in that time. That time had to have been interesting. I was talking with Miliani about this, my sister, the other day because we were going to my cousin's house and I was for some reason playing the Grease soundtrack. Whatever. from the
You
movie.
in that fucking movie.
That movie's cool, bro. That movie's cool.
Yeah.
That movie shows you what that era was like because that movie was based around that time.
Was
because,
it 40s, 50s,
bro,
60s? I
Danny
don't even know.
Zuko is Elvis fucking Presley. I mean, he's not, but you get what I'm saying? Like, it's that style.
He's a fucking ripoff.
He's got that style. I would have loved to live at that time. Think about it. That's the time of jukeboxes and diners and milkshakes. And,
Yeah,
and
but I got a
that would have been
question.
fucking cool, man.
I got a question for you.
What? I wouldn't have the hair for
How
that?
are you gonna grease your?
Apparently, male pattern baldness was not a thing back then.
No grease lightning for you. It's bald wax.
You're a dick.
I don't know.
Turtle wax. You're a fucking
You
dick.
can still wear the leather jacket and the
The
tight
T-bird?
jeans.
I would look pretty funny back then. No, because back then nobody shaved their heads. I would have had the whole Krusty the Clown.
What
thing
you
going.
talking about? You want that for your wedding? You want to do like a whole like skit?
That would be fun. That would be fun. Tell me that wouldn't be like funny. Not funny. Okay, so here's my idea.
And no,
America.
but go ahead.
America. Here's my idea. So weddings are usually pretty bloody boring for the most part, and like they're not unique.
yeah.
Everybody does the same thing, right? So I'm like, I've always wanted to do kind of weird things, even though I'm into acting. I'm a quote unquote. This is not what I said. This is what my agent said because I have an agent. Mira muy chingón. I'm a professional actor, right? Whatever. I always wanted to do stuff that's entertaining, right? So I've always had this idea, if I'm a big superhero fan, obviously. I'm like, if I get married, I would love to have a dance, like a bachata song. I think the song that I would love to do is called Superhero by Romeo Santos, which is a great song. And then like I would have a Spider-Man shirt underneath, and at the end, she would like open my shirt and show that I'm Spider-Man, which is pretty cool. I always wanted to do unique things. Like I've always wanted to open. You know how everybody walks into music, all the couples and all this bullshit, right? All this crazy shit.
Yes.
I'm like, it'd be cool if we did like a theme song to Full House, and then have a video, and then we all have that. Oh my god, would you stop? It would be like we all have that newscaster turnaround thing. You know what I'm talking about? Like they're all kind of like this. Like have one of those type of things or whatever. And, you have your name on the bottom or whatever.
I want to be John Stamos. I want to do that. What is he doing? He's sitting and then he looks like kind of sexy with the camera.
You don't look sexy at all, bro.
Oh, that's a shame.
But you get what I'm saying? Like, that would be interesting. But the idea I had would be like I wanted to do a reenactment of one of the Grease songs, which is Summer Nights, which would be cool. You grab the two couples, right? You grab the groomsmen and you grab the bridal party, and then you do the song, you lip sing it, but you're doing it, which would be pretty fun. I think it'd be pretty fun. And then you just play it on the big screen at your wedding. No? You could be Kanicki.
It's different.
A hickey from Kanicki's like a Hallmark card. They only encourage the very best. No? I think it would be interesting.
I don't know. I'd have to see it and be a part of it.
You're definitely gonna be a part of it.
Really?
If I ever fucking get married. I don't know if that's gonna happen, but we'll see what happens.
Oh, come on. It'll happen.
We'll
It's
see.
up to you if that happens.
We'll see. My goal. I'm not gonna want to put this out there, but I have a goal. Let's put it that way. Birthdays. Who else? Keep going. Keep looking. I like this.
That's about it. There's a bunch of older people.
Who's older?
I don't know.
Let's look into
people.
February. Do February. Who has a birthday in February?
Why the fuck?
I think it's
wait
interesting.
until we
It
get
gives-
into February. Alexander Hamilton. Do you know anything about him?
I know Alexander the Great.
Wow.
He's some king or something, right?
You uncultured swine.
Whatever.
There's not much. Like, January's not that great. Joan
All
of
right.
Arc.
What else happened?
We have nothing.
Let's see what happened this month. So we have a new president. A new president. Joseph, right? Joseph something Biden. What's his middle name? His middle name?
Joseph Joe Biden.
Is whatever.
I don't know.
So he got sworn in a couple days ago. That was an event, apparently, of a lot of singers singing. Lady Gaga sang the national anthem.
She any good? I didn't.
Oh, you know what? She was okay. I'm not too fond of her voice. She's all right.
Really?
She's all right. She's not great, but she's all right. She has a style. She has her own little style.
Shallows. Did you like that song? I love that
Yeah.
song.
Yeah, she has her style.
In
It's
the
kind of like
shallow and the shit. Huh? What happened?
wow.
Technical.
Wow. Wow. I'm not even gonna. I can't even.
Well, why, thank you. I didn't know my
cannot,
voice was that appealing.
I just can't. I mean, apparently everybody's laughing at you because. That was great. Either way, she has her own little style. She's kind of like Pink to me. Like Pink.
Oh,
is Pink.
my.
Hold on. Time out. Wait.
Sweet
Wait.
Lord.
Is Pink a great singer?
No.
No. Does she have her own style that makes her unique?
Yeah, and her style is she's bad at singing.
Oh my God. You're bro, you're bad. You're bad. I mean,
You just said she's not a good singer. How could you say that?
She's not a great vocalist. I think what she does, she has her own taste, her own style, and I think she does that very good. Like she's captivating in what she does. I think for the way she
Pink.
sings, for her, she's an amazing entertainer.
I respect the fact that she dances while she sings without a track. Like that's her voice.
Have you seen some of the shit she does in her concerts?
Yeah, it's.
I'm impressed that she does that without a net, like the catcher from
for
falling.
me, if you don't got the vocal chops, you do shit like that. You climb buildings and shit like that. Come on.
Do you think
come
Michael
on.
Jackson's a great singer?
He's not the greatest, but he was good.
I'm done with you.
He was too.
They fall
high
into the
and
same. They fall into the same category. I never thought Michael Jackson was a great singer. Maybe when he was a kid.
I'm not saying that he is. Yeah, when he was a kid.
When he was a kid,
but
he could sing.
Maybe that nose
I think.
job
I
messed
think.
him
I
up.
think. What makes Michael Jackson one of the goats, if you want to call it,
Performer.
he's a great performer.
Yeah.
He's like even though Bruno Mars is a combination of both, because Bruno Mars to me can sing. He can sing great.
Yeah.
And he performs. He is a fucking entertainer. He's a rock
He's
star.
a fucking firecracker.
He's a fucking rock star, bro. He's the modern day Michael Jackson to me.
Puerto Rican.
I know. Well, not fully, but
No.
So J-Lo also sang in the inauguration.
Oof.
Am I saying that wrong? I'm drunk.
Inauguration.
Inauguration. Got it.
I feel like I'm saying it wrong now. Inauguration.
So she sang.
Just say ceremony.
She sang.
Mm.
I find it funny, like she had to stick in first of all, she had to stick in like a verse of one of her songs in there.
I heard the radio station talking about that.
Like,
and
why did you have? I think
were
she
like,
singing
"Oh."
"America the Beautiful" or some shit.
They were like, "Oh, we had her on. She's a cool person," but I did not like that. Whatever
she
she
put in her own
said.
fucking she put one of her songs.
Let's
in.
get loud.
Let's get loud. Yeah.
Okay, yeah,
was
they
one of
did
those
not appreciate that. Like that wasn't the time.
I mean,
and
if you're a
place for that.
professional, bro, they hire you to sing a song. Sing the song. Don't change it.
I heard it was nice. She said a part of the national anthem or sang it in a piece in Spanish, and then she goes, "Let's get loud," and it was.
It
like,
was
so
no. She
out
sang
of
something.
place.
She sang something from that same. It wasn't the national anthem.
Oh,
national
it was
anthem.
the. Fuck! Oh my god, I'm drunk. Your thing that you say.
Pledge of Allegiance.
I sound like Joe Biden.
But
You know the thing.
Oh, you know what I'm talking about. I love. You know what Joe Biden does really well, and I noticed that he moves his hands a lot. He's talking to the camera. You know what I'm talking about. Like he's always like this, and I'm like, but like, put your hands down. Like you don't have to move your
Same as
hands.
Donald Trump. They're all actors.
Oh my god! Like stop moving your fucking
Donald
hands.
was the same way.
You're distracting me. He had a pretty good speech, I guess. When he got sworn in,
I heard. Yeah.
I hope people actually listen to what he said, because I think one of the biggest issues in America right now is that
Well, your hope is dead with me because I didn't listen to a word of it.
I think the problem with America, one of the biggest problems.
Enlighten me.
Okay, so we say we have freedom of speech, right?
Yes.
We really fucking don't. I think right now more than ever we don't have freedom of speech, because you cannot say what you want to say without there being any type of. If you spill that shit on my fucking table, I will punch you in the face and then run.
I'm good.
Just saying. You cannot say what you want to say, because if you say what you really want to say, you have a fear of being ridiculed, right? You could lose your job, like you said when we were in the car. Like you could lose your job if I have something that I don't. If let's say 90% of the world agrees that Apple's the fucking greatest company and greatest product in the world, if I say no, Android is, you're fired. That's fucked up. I know that's a stupid example, but
define what freedom of speech is. Is freedom of speech saying something that's not super controversial and getting fired? I don't think it is. Like there was this one guy. He's 670 The Score. He was on the radio, and he tweeted about this one girl that was on the NFL sidelines, and she was dressed, I guess, kind of scandalous. And he said her outfit looked like it was part of the AVNs, the Adult Video, whatever
awards.
Yeah, and he got
You
fired.
get a Woody?
Yeah.
You win a Woody? It's fucked up.
He got fired for it. Is that freedom of speech? I don't know. I don't think you should be fired for things like that.
Me neither.
I mean,
I think you should be able to
as long as you're
say,
not threatening anybody.
because your
or
opinion
saying
is your opinion.
Something really stupid.
Your opinion is
You
your
should be
opinion, man.
fine.
I think you should be able to say whatever you want to say. You know, especially when it comes to like politics and all that stuff, and what people consider to be moral or not moral, or
But think about
righteous or not
that
righteous.
shit
That
wasn't
should be your
even
opinion.
on the clock. That's you in your house tweeting something and you get fired for that. That's fucked up.
It is
I
fucked
think
up.
so.
It is fucked up. And then, I mean, again, and I probably shouldn't say, I kind of got to be careful with what I say. And that's okay. I mean, I understand, right? I understand that I cannot say certain things because, you know, I'm represented by someone. And that's fine because I chose that, right?
Yeah.
But is it freedom of speech? Can you really say we live in a country that has freedom of speech? I don't think so. Nowadays, you say anything in contrary to what is the
norm
popular
or
thing, you are the problem. And that's not what freedom of speech is. And Biden literally said that. Like, we need to stop with this whole, you know, if we don't agree, we shouldn't have a problem. We can disagree and have a conversation, have a debate, and whatever it is, right? But that shouldn't make us enemies.
That's how it used to fucking be, and that's why I don't like politics now.
But that's
like
something
right now. It's
I was about to call you
insane.
Martin. John, I've never seen this so bad than it is now.
It's because it's never been this bad. Like, at all.
But who's causing this problem? To me, honestly, I think it's the people that follow along with the popular stuff. Like Apple, for example. Let's just use Apple for example. Because everybody
Well, you
loves Apple.
fucking hate Apple.
I don't hate
You hate Apple like I hate LeBron James.
I don't hate Max. I don't hate Apple. Listen, I'm gonna be upfront. I've had Apple products. I have one right here. I've had iPhones up the ass.
I saw Apple in your fruit basket.
Yes, that too. I've had Apple products. They're great products. I have my opinions on them nowadays because I know better, right? Because of my opinion. My opinion is they don't offer me everything that I want for the money. And that's something that's known, but people don't care because Apples are trendy.
Yeah.
Anything Apple's fucking trendy. Anything Apple puts out is fucking trendy. So Apple just came out with really expensive headphones. They're probably good headphones, but they cost 5 times as much. When you can get a pair of JBLs, which is a company who is known for fucking being audio, for $300 less. Why the hell would I do that? It's stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like with me and cell phones, when it comes to Apple and Apple and Android, the thing about Apple's a great product. I'll never not say that. I had Apple products for a long time. They're great phones. They're awesome phones.
Just overpriced.
Here's the thing: they're not priced right. If they were $300 cheaper, bingo. But they're not. The cheapest one is like a mediocre one is $1,000, right? But for $1,000, if you go through Samsung, you get everything and the kitchen sink, even though you don't need it, because that's Apple's defense. Oh, we don't want to have so many options. You want something simple. Sure, that's fine. But understand something. You're literally giving up stuff and paying the same amount of money. Does that make sense? Like, I'll tell you right now.
Samsung actually doesn't make sense
at
all.
Samsung they announced their new Samsung S21, whatever the fuck, the newest one.
I'm getting it. So
they did the same thing. And this is another thing I hate. Apple does something and everybody has to follow fucking suit. So Apple said, we're not going to give you chargers anymore. So no more bricks, no more chargers. You got to have your own or buy one, right? It's fucking stupid, right? Like, what the fuck? You used to give it to us. Now you're going to take it away from us. But Apple still charges the same amount. Right? How stupid does that sound?
Same amount for a charger less.
Or a charger less, right? So it should be, if a charger costs $30, the price should be $30 less. It's not, right? So Samsung did the same thing now. So Samsung, this new one, no chargers, but the price is cheaper. So I'll let them slide with that, even though I hate the fact that they don't give you chargers. Like, bro, just give me the fucking charger. Like, fuck, I don't understand why you're taking away the chargers. Yeah. Like, fuck you, just give me the fucking charger and charge me regular price. But at least Samsung, in Samsung's defense, they're charging you less money, which would make sense because they're giving you less, right?
Sure.
Makes sense. But Apple doesn't do that. Apple takes away your charger, but still charges you regular price. But everybody's cool with that because it's popular. But that's my point. My point is people don't realize that sometimes the popular thing isn't always the best thing.
Well said.
It's a great product. Great product. But it's overpriced. It's overpriced for what it does. Because the equivalent Android phone can do that and 5 times more for the same price. Again, I use this example all the time. It's like buying a Mercedes-Benz with roll-up windows. Why the fuck would you buy that? For the same price, you can get a freaking BMW with power windows. Why the fuck would you do that? Doesn't make any sense. That's a stupid decision.
Does Mercedes-Benz still make a car with roll-up windows? Is that a thing?
I'm just using that as an example.
I know. Of course they don't.
But back to the point at hand. I think today's problem in life is like we cannot disagree without being enemies. And I think that's a problem.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
I was talking with Joey, who was a guest here. And I was telling him, like, look, here's the thing. We all pick sides. We're either blue or we're either red. We're Republicans or we're Democrats. Or we're liberals. We're liberal. I guess you're the
I'm the blue.
You're the donkey. You're the ass. You're the red. You're either liberal or you're conservative. Like, why do we even give labels, bro? Like, fuck it. We're people. We're humans. We're humanity. That's what we are. We're Homo sapiens. That's what we are. We live on this planet, right? And we share space. We're forced to do that. We have no choice, right? So we need to just relax, stop fucking judging everybody and making enemies just because the person next to you or the person who lives next door to you likes Apple and you like fucking Android. Who fucking cares?
People actually fighting over that?
No, but I didn't want to use the terminology that would upset people. No. But you get what I'm saying? Like, it shouldn't matter. It shouldn't matter if you're a fucking Android fan or you're a fucking Apple fan or you're a fucking Sony fan or whatever the fuck. It shouldn't matter. All that matters is that we live here and we try to make the best of what we can. We can argue and we could debate, but it shouldn't make us fucking enemies.
Doesn't matter if you were a WWF guy or a WCW
guy. I'm serious, right? But then it's like people would go to imagine going to fucking hating your friend because he was a WCW guy. Think of how stupid
No,
that is.
yeah.
I mean, yes, sometimes we argue about stuff that's, legit problems, right? And obviously we talk about, racism or whatever, or morality or whatever. I get that. But just because we debate, and mind you, and the person I debate the most with is obviously with Delilah, and I love her to death, and that's okay. We can debate left and right, 100% of the time. We can debate. That's fine. But at the end of the day, realize that me personally, is how I look at it. She can look at it however she wants. She's an adult. I look at it like, look, you like Ice Mountain, I like Dasani. That's okay.
Yeah.
We're still drinking water. We could just hang out and drink water. No big deal. At the end of the day, with me, that doesn't bother me. I think a lot of people, the problem is it bothers them. Like, if we don't agree on something, we're not friends. That's a bad mentality. I think that's a bad mentality.
Oh, of course it
like,
is.
there's stuff me and you disagree on, and that's okay. Like, you think weightlifting is life. I think weightlifting is stupid. That's okay. No problem. Right? We can still be fucking friends.
Aren't you just saying you wanted to join the gym?
I did.
Shut the fuck up.
Kind of.
What are you talking about?
I'm drunk. Leave me alone. But you get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like people.
Of course I get what you're saying. It's
like, we
it's
can have
nonsense.
disagreements, man. Everybody's gonna have disagreements. We're not gonna agree on everything. We're not. But what do we do with those disagreements after the fact is what's important. Like, do we become enemies? Do I hate you? Do I fucking think you're an idiot?
Well, there's two ways to go, and it looks like it's going more that way than anything else, which is a shame.
And I think that's what's really dividing this country.
It's a good thing you said that then, so people can fucking take a step back.
All 59 of our subscribers.
Fucking breath. And fucking relax, man. Fucking.
See, that's why I always said, like, I don't think the president, whoever it was at the time was Trump, but I don't think Trump divided the country. I think we divided the country because we were so, like, either against Trump or with Trump, and we as a society created this divide.
He can say whatever he wants, but it's up to us to have ourselves get divided or stay together.
Right.
And we chose
we chose to draw a line in the sand, and you either stand with us or you're against us. And that's a horrible mentality sometimes, man, because it's like all that's going to drive is chaos. That's what that's going to do.
As you can clearly see.
It's chaos.
This whole year was fucking chaos.
It's chaos. I mean, again, I love using movie references, but the Joker's right. The Joker was right.
Wait, which one?
Heath Ledger's.
Ah, fuck him.
Oh, you're crazy.
I thought you were going to say
he's right.
Joaquin.
I mean, people really show you who they are when they're in panic. You know, like it's like instead of embracing our differences, right, and furthering our knowledge about things, like let's just use. I know.
Oh, wait up. What we need right now is a Mr. Debo to take that fucking
little trigger thing, the
trigger.
bomb trigger, throw it out.
And
you don't want to die, but you don't want to. What did he say? He said something like that. You don't want to die, but you're.
I know he died, and I felt bad.
You're not willing to take a life.
Fucking Debo.
Give it to me.
Fucking died.
And I'll do what you should have done 10 minutes ago. That didn't even make sense. That lie didn't even make sense. I think the Joker.
Sure it did.
What was it supposed to say? Think about it.
Exactly what he said.
What is it supposed to be? I'm confused. I'm conflicted.
Let me rewatch the movie and I'll tell you.
I think what he says in the movie when he's talking to Harvey Dent makes sense. Like, he's like, people lose their minds like over nothing. All it takes is one little push. It's the truth. It's the truth, and that's how stupid we are, and as humanity, like we're stupid. Like, we just follow anything. Like, take a second, and actually think before.
Think for
you
yourself.
Automatically.
I'm a big proponent of doing your own research and just in general thinking for your fucking self. I've never been like a really big follower.
Me neither.
No,
I usually go against the grain, and you know me. I usually go if you like red, I like blue.
Remember when everybody in our clique was getting Mazdas? Because that was a big thing.
Mazda RX-7s. That was a big.
I was
yeah,
like,
that was a big thing.
why? What?
Those were kind of cool though.
You can't fit anything in there. It's 2 seats. I was like,
Those were kind of cool though. Mazda RX-7s were cool.
I guess they were kind of cool, but
I mean, we look at
I
them
wasn't
now,
gonna
we're like,
get
yeah.
one.
Well, you would have fit in one.
No,
Exactly.
But at that time I was like 230.
You were complaining 10 seconds ago from my freaking Recaro seats. You were complaining about.
I've got a large back.
Then apparently you
Massive.
can't. You don't fit. Oh, that's why you. That's what. Good thing you didn't buy a sporty car. You bought my father's type of car.
That thing's sporty as shit.
There's nothing sporty
it's a
about.
turbo.
There's nothing sporty
It
about
says turbo.
a Lincoln
in the
MKZ. It's an MKZ.
fucking MKZ turbo.
Yeah, and yet it still loses to a Ford Focus ST.
Win.
The other, not too long ago when we were
I
racing.
let you win.
Whatever, kiss my ass. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like I'm all for, I love that. I love debating and I love arguing. This is what part of the show is all about, right? It's different opinions. I love it. I love it because here's the thing. People don't want to think about it.
Mm.
You get what I'm saying? We fall in our trend and in our path, and then we stick to that. Like sometimes we need to really look outside the box. Look outside. You never know what you can see. Yeah, we made fun of Kyrie because he's a flat earther, but even in that case, even when it comes to conspiracies, there's this dude, I forget his name. He's a really big conspiracy theorist guy. He was on the Joe Rogan Experience one time. He's really known for being like,
Oh, the chubby white guy that's kind of out there.
he's
Yeah.
like super conspiracy
Yeah.
theories or whatever. Even that, I like to listen to that.
Yeah.
Just so my brain can be like, oh, maybe that could have been the truth. Even though I know 90% of it's probably a bunch of bullshit. But
99.
you get what I'm saying? Like, I love to think about that stuff.
He made Joe like fucking laugh.
You know who he was on that treated his ass was T.I. So you know how T.I. has a pod, like not a podcast, but like a show, like kind of like this.
T.I. treated who?
He treated that dude. Because
Oh,
he was
yeah?
like, I think he said something. He was like, wait a minute, wait a minute. You just said that it was like this, but now you're saying it's like this? Explain that to me. Because he caught him in like some bullshit. Like legit. You should
not
look it
hard
up.
to
Like look
do.
it up on Facebook. Like not Facebook, on YouTube. Like legit caught him on some shit and then like he couldn't answer the question. And I'm listening to it and I'm like, answer the fucking question.
And he
couldn't answer it.
Of course not.
I mean, again, I'm not saying he's lying. It could be true. Who knows? We don't know. That's one of the things I've learned over time. Like we got to learn how to take things with a grain of salt, I guess, if you want to say. Just because someone thinks it's true doesn't mean it's true. It means it's true to you. It doesn't mean that it's true. Does that
Yeah.
make sense? There's a
Of
difference to
course.
that.
Of course it
Like
does.
same thing, religion's the same way. Like you believe something, Mina, she believes in her energy and all that, which is great. I think that's awesome. I love the face you make, and
I just don't. I'm not a
Listen.
big.
It's in a lot of ways. I think I agree with her.
Can I ask you something about this energy thing?
Sure.
Okay.
I don't know much about it, but sure. I'll see if I can field the
Well,
question.
you've been dating her for a while. You should know everything about it. Don't you ask her about it?
Tell me, my child.
Okay.
We've had arguments about that.
So this positive vibes and energy
I'm feeling a lot of positive vibes right now.
for me, well then you're feeling the wrong thing. Like if I'm up for a job promotion and I think positively, how is that going to affect the guy calling me, telling me if I got the job or not?
That's a great question.
Is it? No, I don't think it is. Meanwhile, I can be fucking depressed and say, I'm not going to get this job. And all of a sudden, I get the call, I got the job.
Listen.
Positive vibes had nothing to do with nothing.
Listen.
I just spit. On the ground.
That's what is a. Okay, listen. I think it boils down to. I think it boils down to like. I don't want to say per se that it's gonna affect your day-to-day life. She may think that. I don't know. Maybe one day we'll have her and we can talk about that. I do think thinking positively does affect you in your day-to-day work or life.
Maybe
right?
your yeah, I can see that.
And I can see where that can be a trickle-down effect. Right? Until your boss calls you into the office and tells you, hey, man, you got to work 2 more hours or whatever. You know what I'm saying? I think there's a truth to it. I honestly think, and I know
to a certain point.
I know she thinks that I'm against it or whatever. I'm really not. I think there's a truth to it, right? I think there's something to it, right? I don't think it's as vast as she makes it seem or they make it seem. I think there is some truth to it because I can't see where, you know, thinking positive and being positive can trickle down to a positive result.
Yeah.
Right? I can see that. That makes sense.
I can see,
but that's just chance.
You acting positive, your positivity attracts other people who are positive.
I can see that. Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. Because if you're funny and you have a lot of energy, you attract a crowd or whatever. I get all that. Like, you know, that's why we
or a stalker.
That's why we I'm not. That's why we
What?
There's nothing. That's why we, you know, we look at certain people a certain way. So like if we look at Tom Hanks, for example, we all think of him in a bright light.
Yeah.
Because he has this aura or this energy about him that we think of him as a positive person. You know what I'm saying? He could be a dick. Who knows? We don't know him. But I think that's kind of where that wow. Fuck. You're just gonna break everything.
It was a $30 mic I just
that
fucking
okay. That's a little more than that,
Go
but
ahead.
okay. You get what I'm saying? Like I think when it comes to that, I think it's something similar to what I just used as an example. So like Tom Hanks, like we look at him as a movie star, positive guy. He's always up for, you know, good things or whatever. So we get this vibe from them. And that can turn into a positive thing. And I agree. I think that can work. Again, is it as vast as that? Like if I'm positive all the time, does that mean I'm gonna get a brand new car? No. You know, it's like the same thing with prayer. Like if you pray, oh, I want a new car. Does that mean that your car's gonna manifest by itself? No.
Yes.
It does not.
Would you stop with that thing?
Wait, I got a better one.
You're going to hell.
It's not how that works. You know what I'm saying?
No.
But that's what she believes and that's what she likes. That's, you know, you're a Christian, you believe in that. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't mean that we can't be friends. It doesn't mean that we can't be, you know, in relationships with these people. I'm not a fan of people that do that either. Like, oh, we can't be friends because you don't believe in God. Like, really? That's what's gonna keep you from being my friend or dating me or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Like that to me is so stupid. That would be like me. You're a Christian? No. Never mind. I can't date you anymore. You're one of those. How petty do I sound? How stupid do I sound?
Pretty stupid.
The funny thing is, it never happens that way. It usually happens the other way. I had a girl do that to me before.
Damn.
Where like I didn't believe in God, so like this isn't gonna work. Now we say that's okay. But we say that's okay. But it's petty if I do it, right? So if I say no, I can't date you because you're religious. Is that petty on my part? It's petty on my part, right? It looks worse. Why? It's the same fucking thing.
No, it's not.
It is. It's the same thing. If I say no, I can't date you because you're Christian. That's the same thing applies if she says, no, I can't date you because you're not a Christian.
I think they say that if you're Christian and you get with a non-Christian person, they have a tendency to bring you more towards their side than you do.
It's called sabotage. Just saying.
Is it?
I don't know. I mean, you're trying to pull me into your side of the equation, but well, that was an hour and 5 minutes.
What the hell?
I mean, that went pretty quick, right? Because we actually got into
we didn't even get to what I wanted to talk about.
What did you want to talk about?
The Bernie memes. They're great.
Oh, the one, the guy that, yeah. Oh my God, there's so many right now, bro.
Okay.
Like
top 2, the armbar one. I don't know if you saw that.
That was funny.
And have you ever watched the Ghost movie with Patrick Swayze?
I've seen it, but I didn't see the meme yet.
Well, imagine Bernie's little mitts fucking going around fucking molding the clay.
I saw a bunch of them today, man. I saw the one with
possibly grabbing a boob.
With Ice Cube and
haven't seen that one.
The Ice Cube and Chris Tucker when they're like or whatever, they're like leaning like this and they have them or whatever. That was pretty funny. They have one with like Twilight where he's hanging onto the Edward or whatever.
I saw that one.
I saw that one. There's so fucking many. Like who has the time to do this on Adobe
Apparently,
Premiere, bro? Like
a
who
lot
the
of people.
fuck
I want to get it so bad right now.
to try to make something?
It would take me 2 seconds. I'll find something.
I'll tell you what. I think the coolest meme that I remember seeing that was really popular at the time that I thought was really really funny was like the RKO out of nowhere,
Oh yeah.
the radio. But it was cool because it was like it would be like part of a video. So like if it would be somebody slipping on ice or whatever, and then they'll show the Randy Orton thing, and he's on the floor. Those are funny. I don't know. Technology makes things fun sometimes.
I did make my own once.
Did you?
Yeah.
With Randy Orton?
No,
RKO
no.
out of nowhere?
You remember the Tiger King?
No.
Oh, it was so fucking popular. Well, there's a part in the video where a lady gets her arm bit off by a tiger, or her hand bit off by a tiger, and the guy goes, "I'm never gonna financially recover from this." So I took Scottie Pippen's head and put it on his body with the caption down below saying, "I'm never gonna financially recover from this." And at the top I put, "When you realize you're the 230th highest paid player in the NBA," or something like that. I thought it was funny. What in the world is going on? All right, fuck.
All right.
I'm gonna smash
was
those
funny.
buttons.
That was funny. All right. Anything else you want to add? You wanted to add?
It wasn't
You're
funny
drunk?
because it's not fresh. At the time, it was funny.
Oh my God, it was hilarious. Okay, John.
I got 3
John,
likes.
John,
3 likes.
congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Anything else? You good?
Yeah.
You're good? All right, cool. So that's going to be our show for this week. And everything we said is in our opinion. And if you don't agree with it, I got 3 words for you. Thanks for listening.